while you were scrolling through your Facebook feed thinking you were having real conversations with actual human beings, Meta, the company that can't seem to stop reshaping our social lives, decided to spice things up by flooding the platform with AI-generated users. No, you didn't misread that. Actual robots pretending to be people, chatting with you, sharing content, and probably even liking your posts. The ultimate betrayal. But wait, it gets better. These aren't just any bots. Meta has crafted these AI profiles to not only respond to you like real humans, but to also mimic human behavior, to the point where you might start questioning if the person you're arguing with about pineapple on pizza is even a person at all. They're aiming for an experience so convincing, so lifelike, that you might find yourself thinking, wait, was that just a cleverly worded bot, or am I losing touch with reality? The dead internet theory. Who needs real people anyway? Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. Have you ever stopped and thought, that viral post I just saw, did a person actually write that? Well, according to the dead internet theory, a lot of what's online these days is not human created. Shocking, right? Instead of genuine human interaction, we're staring at a world created by algorithms and AI bots generating content, interacting with each other, and shaping the digital landscape. All that real content we thought we were engaging with might just be smoke and mirrors, designed to create a false sense of connection. Welcome to a world where everything looks real but feels, well, a little off. So here's the question. How much of the internet, your social media interactions, and those deep discussions we have on Twitter or Facebook are really coming from human beings? Or are we just playing a game where the rules change every time we interact with a new AI-generated profile? Now, let's talk about why Meta is diving headfirst into this AI mess. Spoiler alert. It's not about making your online experience more authentic or human. No, this is a business move, and not the kind that's going to help you or me. Meta sees AI-generated users as a magic bullet to boost its engagement numbers. And let's be real, that's what keeps the wheels of social media turning: clicks, likes, shares, and, of course, the almighty ad revenue. Think about it. Meta is essentially creating an army of AI users who can flood the platform with content. These bots won't just like your post. They'll engage with it, interact, share, and maybe even write comments that make it seem like your ideas are really taking off. The result? Your post looks like it's the next viral sensation, but in reality, it's just an algorithmic illusion. Meta doesn't care if these interactions are real or fake, as long as they inflate the stats. More clicks mean more money, and that's the bottom line. Here's the kicker. Meta isn't just doing this for the engagement. It's about control. By pushing AI content and interactions, Meta can shape what we see, how we feel, and ultimately, what we think. Remember the power of narrative? Meta's got that down to a science. Want your political agenda or product to get more visibility? Throw in some AI-generated hype and watch those engagement metrics soar. This isn't just about creating fake likes. It's about controlling the flow of information on a massive scale. And as more advertisers and investors flock to Meta, they'll be seduced by these shiny engagement numbers, blissfully unaware of how much of it is real. So yeah, keep in mind that when you're scrolling through your feed, interacting with a post, or sharing content, you might just be caught in an artificial web, designed to keep you glued to your screen while Meta pockets the cash. Now, here's where things get even more unsettling. Meta isn't just using AI to flood the platform with fake content and bot-driven engagement, they're also using it as a psychological trick to keep you glued to your screen. It's all about retention, folks. AI-generated accounts are specifically designed to create the illusion of social connection. These AI bots will like your posts, comment on your thoughts, and even respond to your stories as if they're real, human interactions. But guess what? They're not real. They're carefully crafted algorithms built to manipulate your emotional need for connection. This tactic is especially dangerous for users who may be feeling lonely or socially isolated. In a world where many people are craving human interaction, these bots offer a seemingly comforting, though ultimately hollow, substitute. It's like a fake friendship that looks real on the surface, but leaves you feeling emptier than before. AI-generated interactions can trigger the same dopamine responses we get from real connections, which is exactly what Meta wants. More time spent on the platform, more engagement, and more revenue. Think about it. How many times have you felt that little thrill when someone comments on your post or likes your photo? Now, imagine that feeling coming from a bot, A programmed account designed to make you feel popular, to keep you checking your notifications, and to keep you coming back for more. The sad part? You might not even realize that these connections aren't genuine. And that's the point. Meta's not interested in fostering real relationships. They're interested in keeping you addicted to the feed, the likes, and the endless scroll. In this digital age, where loneliness is becoming more common, this manipulation of social interaction could have serious psychological effects. The rise of AI-driven engagement doesn't just affect how we interact with content, it affects how we view ourselves, our relationships, and our place in the world. And Meta? Well, they'll be right there in the background, counting the cash from your growing attachment to an illusion. By now, it's clear. AI is transforming the way we connect, communicate, and consume. But does it have to be this way? The good news is, while Meta and tech giants may steer the ship, you're still the captain of your digital experience. Let's talk about how to reclaim authenticity and protect genuine human connections in this AI-driven world. First, start with awareness. How often do you question what's real on your feed? Whether it's that overly enthusiastic comment on your latest post or the perfect recommendations popping up in your timeline, take a closer look. Begin by identifying patterns. Does the content or interaction feel too polished, too fast, or simply off? These are subtle signs of algorithmic manipulation, and recognizing them is the first step to breaking the cycle. Next, let's talk accountability. Imagine a future where companies like Meta are required to clearly label AI-generated content. A badge or symbol that says "powered by AI" could fundamentally shift how we view and trust online interactions. Transparency initiatives like these have started in smaller corners of the tech world. But what if they became the norm? Users have the power to push for change by advocating for regulation and demanding clearer policies. Your voice matters when enough people demand transparency. Even the biggest companies take note. Now, here's the actionable part. Detox your feed and redefine your digital habits. Take control of your screen time by prioritizing content from people you actually know. Social media algorithms feed on engagement, so starving them of interaction with hollow, AI-driven posts can be your small act of rebellion. Seek out communities that prioritize genuine connections, platforms, or spaces where the human touch still thrives. And finally, the human side of the equation. Technology, after all, is just a tool. It's what we do with it that counts. Consider this. In a time when loneliness is more prevalent than ever, real human interactions have become invaluable. Call a friend, have a face-to-face conversation, invest in relationships that are richer and more fulfilling than anything an AI bot can mimic. If you're feeling bold, take it one step further. Join movements that champion digital authenticity. These groups focus on reducing online manipulation and promoting ethical tech usage. Remember, creating a better digital environment starts with collective effort. The next time you see an AI-generated post, recognize it for what it is: a tool, not a friend. And in doing so, you'll be one step closer to reclaiming authenticity in an age of illusion. Because at the heart of it, social media was meant to bring people closer, not to push them further away. And if we can learn to embrace technology while holding on to our humanity, we might just find a way to thrive in this digital age. The real concern with Meta's unwanted leap into AI-driven interactions lies in its potential to erode the very essence of social media: authenticity, human connection, and meaningful exchange. Let's not forget that artificial intelligence was created to assist humanity, not replace it. Take this channel, for example. We've embraced AI to generate voiceovers like the one you're hearing right now because, let's face it, I'm not the best English voiceover artist out there. But here's the difference. The ideas, the writing, the worries, and the emotions behind each story come from a 110% human team. Every critique and question we raise in our episodes reflects genuine concerns born out of real people's hearts and minds. What Meta is doing, however, is vastly different. It's weaving an intricate web where bots masquerade as humans, blurring the line between reality and fabrication. It's not about enhancing experiences, it's about flooding our digital spaces with lifelike illusions for profit. This is more than manipulation, it's a fundamental distortion of why we built these platforms in the first place. As we end this episode, take a moment to reflect on the world we want to create online. Are we willing to accept a future governed by algorithms that prioritize control over connection, profit over purpose? Or do we reclaim a digital landscape that reflects our humanity, imperfect and real? If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We're committed to bringing you the best stories and thought-provoking analyses, uncovering the truths that shape our digital lives. Together, we can take a stand for authenticity, for truth, and for a better online experience one episode at a time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.